Okay, so what's up, Dylan Bulldogs with another video, and today we will be doing a reaction to the brand new Style Theory video, and this one is the newest one. This one will be all Advent calendars even worth it. Style Theory, all Advent calendars even worth it? Style Theory, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you want us to act to next. I don't know, let's see and find out what this will be about. Hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload posts and go live on Dylan Bulldogs. Until next time. Why do I keep saying that? Anyway, 3, 2, 1, let's just see and find out what this will be about. Let's go.
Are advent calendars a budget-friendly way to get a little treat every day? Or,
I mean, possibility. All is it supposed to be a budget-friendly item anyway? I mean, everything's supposed to be.
are they a scam wrapped in pretty packaging? We are going to expose the real value of 24 of this year's most popular advent calendars to show you what's worth it, what's not, and what should be arrested for stealing your money. Hello Internet, welcome to Style Theory, the sweet little treat that pops up on your YouTube homepage every week. We're like an advent calendar that you get all year round, but we're free, unlike the rest of the advent calendars we'll be...
Hey, that's true, no cap. Also, I'm doing an advent calendar, a countdown to Christmas, on my TikTok account, if anyone would like to go to my TikTok account. And also, this YouTube channel is like an advent calendar that never ends. And there's no cap. We may take breaks, but we don't end.
Looking at today. For the uninitiated, an advent calendar is typically a cardboard calendar with doors and tabs that are hiding little toys, candy, or, $16,000 worth of beauty products. Yes, one of these calendars is actually worth over $1,600. But we'll get to that. There are literally hundreds available from all of your favorite beauty brands. But with so many options, I have to wonder, which one should you actually spend your money on this holiday season? Actually, wait, because I think I need to be a little more festive for this holiday episode. So just give me a moment.
Okay.
There we go. Festive. This sweater is actually part of our brand new winter theory wear collection, and it will be coming out very soon. So be sure to keep your eyes open for that release. I've gathered 24 of the best, the worst, and the wackiest beauty advent calendars that I could find on the internet. That in total came out to $6,835.69. Nice. Over the next 4 rounds, we are going to judge these calendars on their value, their usefulness, and is the packaging display worthy to see which one comes out on top. Okay, enough chatting because we have a lot of advent calendars to get through. Starting with our makeup round. Where better to start our makeup round than a deep dive into one of Gen Z's favorite affordable brands? Elf. Elf? Get it? It's already themed for the holidays. For our first criteria, usefulness, we'll be looking at just how much use you'll get out of the product selection. Are we getting full sizes? Is there a good variety? And how much filler items are we seeing? The Glitz is Elfing Glitzing 24-day advent calendar, say that 5 times fast, has, as you would guess, a calendar full of 24 different products, including 15 full-sized items. This includes full-size brushes, eye products, lip products, and even a setting spray, which,
Hang on, guys.
I'm not gonna lie, sounds pretty nice. So the face gems are giving Zoella 27 brushes, as you a good variety, and how much filler items are we seeing? The Glitz is Elfing Glitzing 24-day advent calendar, say that 5 times fast, has, as you would guess, a calendar And how much filler items are we seeing? The Glitz is Elfing Glitzing 24-day advent calendar, say that 5 times fast, has, as you would guess, a calendar full of 24 different products, including 15 full-sized items. This includes full-size brushes, eye products, lip products, and even a setting spray, which, I'm not gonna lie, sounds pretty nice. So the face gems are giving Zoella 2017 advent calendar energy.
It does seem nice, no cap.
You know. And besides that one item, there's not a dud in the box. So that's going to be a 5 out of 5 for usefulness.
So far, guys, it's so good.
And it's time to rejoicify because I have some great news just for you from one of my favorite games, June's Journey, who just so happens to be partnering with us for this episode because they get it. June's Journey is a cozy mystery game where you play as amateur detective June to solve mysteries by finding hidden objects. And usually this is where I would start raving about the amazing 1920s outfits and artwork, but not today. Today, June's Journey is transforming its game by bringing Oz to your phone and desktop with its official Wicked collaboration. I know! So cool! You can now explore and solve puzzles in beautiful scenes from iconic locations like Munchkinland and Shiz University, unlocking amazing treasures straight from the movie like the Elphaba and Glinda statues. And you can even win the most thrillifying reward in all of Oz, the Emerald City. And you can get started on your journey right now by scanning the QR code on screen or clicking the link in the description to download the game. Come on, what are you waiting for? Don't miss your ticket to Journey Over the Rainbow and go to Oz. And thanks again to June's Journey for sponsoring this episode. But what about the value? For this, I'm going to be calculating exactly how much bang we're getting for our buck with each calendar. Of course I double checked. What, you think I'm gonna take the brand's word for it and not check the math myself? Please. Which means I had to use our good old friend, Makeup Math, which if you've been on this channel for a while, you'll remember is the worst. To get our score, I'll be calculating the total value of all of these stuff in the calendar, and then dividing it by the price of the calendar itself. For the mini products that don't have an IRL equivalent, I had to use a little bit more makeup math to approximate its value. And for the oddball items that aren't normally sold by the brand, like say the face gems, I found a similar product sold online to get an approximate value. Priced at $95, what you're actually getting is $177 worth of products, which gives Elf a solid, though not amazing, 2 out of 5 presents. But we need to talk about our final criteria, the packaging. You see, advent calendars are more than just a collection of presents to open over the month. They are also decoration. So if they're meant to be displayed on your shelf all December, well, then we have to judge them by their look. Is it cheaply made? Can we use it year after year for holiday decoration? And does it give that holly jolly aura that we need this time of year? While cheap cardboard is the standard for advent calendars, the Elf advent calendar is going to look like Swiss cheese once we've opened each box. That will not be cute on our shelves. 1 out of 5. This gives Elf a final score of 8 out of 15 possible presents. But can our next calendar beat that score? Let's move on to the OG beauty brand, Sephora. For $55, you get 24 Sephora brand goodies, 12 full-size items, 6 travel-sized items, and 6 accessories, including
Happy
a
Friday
makeup sponge, a fuzzy
afternoon,
scrunchie,
everyone.
and a pom-pom keychain. Trying to hit that Labubu market on Sephora. For usefulness, Sephora doesn't do half bad. Good variety and a decent number of full-size products. But the minis feel like they wouldn't last more than 1 or 2 uses. And given the lackluster hair clips and pandering pom-poms, this is going to give Sephora a final score of 2 out of 5 presents. Next up, the packaging. Here is where our Sephora starts to suffer. While made of basic cardboard like many other advent calendars, the Sephora Collector's Calendar actually has a very unique design because it has no doors. Instead of numbered doors, you know, the defining feature of what makes an advent calendar a calendar, it has a hole.
The format for this year's advent calendar is pick a box at random, so no rules. You reach in and unbox a goodie day by day.
Which
Honestly, put whatever you want in an advent calendar. You can even put however much money you want. No care.
Sure, it's still technically how a normal advent calendar works, but come on, we are really stretching the idea of calendar here. In the end, the whole thing just ends up feeling a bit like a glorified tissue box. So for packaging, Sephora will have to settle for a score of 2 out of 5 presents. But what about the money, honey? The total value of all of the products inside comes out to $164.58. Divide that by the $55 price tag, and Sephora has a value score of 3 gifts out of 5. This gives Sephora a total score of 7 out of 15 presents, leaving Elf in the lead by...
I don't need money as my honey. That has money though. But I don't need money, but I need my honey. And that's no good.
Just 1 present. Next up, the 12 days of...
Yeah, so I don't need money when I got my honey, no good.
Lip Advent Calendar sold exclusively at Macy's for $99 USD. The pros: it's a giant lipstick, and that will definitely be cute on my shelf. The cons: it's a giant lipstick. That's not exactly Christmas coated, which will land Macy's right in the middle with a 3.5 packaging score. But even with all of that lip product, it will still only be getting a 2 for value. Blame the minis. As for usefulness, well, with only 12 products and only 3 of those actually being full-size products, this is going to be the first one of our episode and give them a final total of 6 out of 15 presents. What did I say? Blame the minis. But our next advent calendar is a fun one.
At The Knot, we've introduced a smarter way to plan, now with AI. Your wedding plan is a personal dashboard and timeline that turns overwhelming to-dos into simple, step-by-step tasks so you can plan with less stress. No more digging through screenshots and tabs. Browse every wedding vibe and favorite what you love, right on The Knot. Then, create your all-in-one vision board. Once you know what you want, we'll help make it yours.
The minis. But our next advent calendar is a fun one. Introducing the Glam Cube by Benefit Cosmetics. Not only is this an advent calendar shaped like a Rubik's Cube, it moves like one too.
It's literally a Rubik's Cube that you can like spin around like this.
5 out of 5 packaging, no notes. But I can't say the same about the rest of the calendar. While you do get a wide variety of 24 different makeup products and creams, you also only get 3 full sizes, 7 minis, and a whole bunch of fun sizes. So not fun. Usefulness gets a 2. And as far as the value goes, well, it's not gonna win any awards. That is a 2 out of 5, giving it a grand total of 9 out of 15 presents and putting it in the lead for now. Next up is Charlotte Tilbury's Beauty Treasure Chest. But is it full of real
Okay.
gold or
Whatever
just those
that was
chocolate
about.
coins? For $220 USD, you're only getting 12 items. And of those 12 items, only 5 are actually full size. The rest are magic minis, which sure, Chad, sure. That ratio, though, will give us a 2 out of 5 for usefulness. And in terms of value, well, things only get worse. While getting $325 worth of goodies out of that $220 sounds like a great deal, compared to some of the others on this list, including our next calendar, this one ain't it. 1 out of 5. And then there's the packaging. Now, I really wanted to give this a solid 5 out of 5 rating for the packaging. I mean, look at it. This thing is gorgeous. But unfortunately, the calendar is mostly packaging. They are trying to hide behind their shiny gold treasure chest so that you won't notice that what you're actually paying for is mostly shiny cardboard rather than actual product.
It's very heavy
And I buy her products and I know they are not that heavy.
So, even though it's pretty and definitely reusable, I have to bump it down to a 4 for a grand total of 7 out of 15 presents.
For the final calendar of our makeup round, we have the Cult Beauty Advent Calendar, whose classic curation will run you €275, or roughly $319 USD.
But for that hefty price tag, you are getting 34 items. Yes, 34 items and 20. Yes, 20 of them are actual full-size products.
That is insane. Usefulness, 5 out of 5.
And the value is even better. Are you sitting down? Because this actually has a total product value of $1,462. Yeah, that is a 5 times return on your investment.
An easy 5 out of 5 present.
And it's only when we start talking about the packaging that Cult Beauty falls a tiny bit short.
It looks very glam. If we
Welcome
open
to
the
TikTok.
doors,
Encourage your viewers to
this is
share
what it
your
looks
live
like
and invite more
inside.
friends.
It's not Christmassy enough for me.
While cute, it won't hold up as holiday decoration next year. And compared to the creativity of the Glam Cube and the beauty of the Charlotte chest, it's simply average. 3 out of 5 presents.
But that means that Cult Beauty has a total score of 13 out of 15 possible presents, which puts it in first place for our makeup category by a wide margin. That not only
Okay.
makes it the winner of the round, but it means it is the first brand to make it on to our nice list.
As for Macy's, well, it's currently sitting at the top of our naughty list.
But will Cult Beauty take the crown as the best calendar of the episode? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Round 2 is our fragrance round, and these counters have been packed to the gills, or should I say nostrils, with candles, perfumes, colognes, and more.
Up first, we have the Voluspa 12-day candle calendar, which costs $175 USD. And as the name implies, it contains 12 candles.
Now, I'm not personally a candle lover, but even I know that if you're paying $175 and even if you're getting $204 worth of product, at least one of those should be full size.
In fact, I'm pretty sure all of us would trade that $24 gold wick trimmer that they included for some full-size products. 1 out of 5 usefulness.
And in terms of usefulness, well, again, they're all minis. While you can sample multiple scents, you are going to burn through these candles at a rapid pace. And that means that you will soon have to pay even more money to keep your favorite scent. So that will be a 2 out of 5,
But at least the box is sturdy, cute, and festive. 3 out of 5 for a grand total of 6 out of 15 possible presents.
Now, let's talk about Victoria's Secret, because I have some tea.
For $250 USD, you get the Bombshell Advent Calendar. This only includes 12 items, only one of which is a full-size product, one is an ornament of said full-sized item, and one is another wannabe bag charm.
And I don't really know how to feel about it. It's kind of giving graduation.
I know, this all sounds pretty harsh, but believe me, it's justified.
Let's start with usefulness.
As I said, we're only getting one full-sized item, alongside a number of filler items and minis that are actually glorified samples, including a double of the full-sized item.
Yeah, you're not even getting 12 unique items. 1 out of 5. And then there's the value.
While you're paying $250 for this giant perfume bottle, the actual total of product value included is just $205.06.
That's right. It is worth less than the price that you are paying, which means I have to give out the first 0 of the episode.
But, spoiler alert, it won't be our last.
As for the packaging, well, like the giant lipstick, it will look cute on your shelf, but it's likely not going to end up as long-term holiday decor. And so we'll give it a 3 out of 5 for packaging.
That is a tragic final score of 4 out of 15 possible presents for Victoria's Secret, putting it well behind Voluspa.
Get the Freddy Fazbear Crunch menu, only at Popeyes, before he gets you. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Now on to our next advent calendar.
Glasshouse Fragrances has one huge leg over our 2 options so far, and that's is the packaging. Not only is it a cute festive design, but it comes with stickers that you can use to set up little scenes like an old school sticker book. It is really giving that feeling of Christmas morning when you open a new toy and get to play with it for the first time. Instant 5 out of 5. But don't get too excited. The Glass House Advent Calendar comes with 24 perfumes and fragrances. Yay! But they're all minis. Boo! While you do get to try a variety of scents, they will only last you 1 to 2 uses before you have to shell out even more money for a bigger size. That is a 2 out of 5
That's true. It's okay.
for usefulness. And like the Victoria's Secret calendar, the math just isn't mathing. While you're paying $300, you're only getting $276 worth of products. That is our second 0 of the round. Fragrances are not doing too well, y'all. Yes, with a total of 7 out of 15 presents, Glass House will be sliding into first place. For now. Our next calendar, the Molten Brown calendar, is the definition of costing $325 for 24 days of fragrance, bath, and body products. You are actually getting a $445 USD value, which sounds good, but only because our last few has actually lost us money. This only earns Molten Brown a 1 out of 5 presents for value. And while you do get 24 products, none of them are full-sized. 2 out of 5 for usefulness. As for the packaging, it's fine. It's classically pretty, but not too memorable. 3 out of 5. Well, that was an easy 1, 2, 3. This leaves Old Molten with a final score of 6 out of 15 presents. And since our final 2 advent calendars both cost $495, well, why not end our round with a head-to-head battle? London versus Paris. Who will win? Starting with value, they both do pretty well. Both scored in the 700s, giving them each a rating of 2 out of 5 presents. And both included a mix of candles, perfumes, and lotions, with Jo Malone having 24 products, while Diptyque has 25. However, neither of them have any full-size products. So this head-to-head battle will be decided by packaging. The Jo Malone calendar is definitely unique with its round dartboard design, but that also means that keeping it balanced on your shelf as decor won't be easy. 4 out of 5 presents. On the other hand, Diptyque is definitely a more traditional calendar, designed to look like a book that then opens up into a cozy and festive bookshelf display. Let me get this straight. A Christmas-themed bookshelf to sit on your bookshelf, and it has sprayed edges. Diptyque has been watching Book Talk. Diptyque Paris is going to get a 5 out of 5 for that, meaning it just beats out Jo Malone to take the crown for this round and end up on our nice list. I can't say the same for Victoria's Secret. I mean, who knew she was so naughty? On to round 3. This round is all about hair. And you know we take our hair care very seriously on this channel. Our first advent calendar is the House of Blowouts hairstyling calendar from Drybar. You may be familiar with their very popular dry shampoo or their brick-and-mortar salons that have been popping up all across the US. With a price tag of $99, you get just 10 items, which is highly unusual because most advent calendars come with either 12 or 24. And it gets worse. While there are some unique and useful filler items this time around, like say the headband or the comb, the fact that there are no full-sized items is not a win. I'm sorry, long-haired Drybar fan. Worse. While there are some unique, sorry, long-haired Drybar fans, but you might get one wash out of these, maybe. But due to that and the rather limited select are no full-sized items is not a win. I'm sorry, long-haired Drybar fans, but you might get one wash out of these, maybe. But due to that and the rather limited selection, Drybar will be getting a 1 out of 5 for usefulness. And if you add up the value of all of those 10 products, you are still only getting a value of $145, which gives Drybar a score of 1 out of 5. In terms of packaging, while the individually wrapped boxes are cute and well made, it's pretty basic and not very festive. 2 out of 5. Overall, that gives Drybar a score of 4 out of 15 possible presents. Not a great start to our hair round, but hopefully it's only up from here. Next up, we have the Advent Edit by Vodou's Hair, which costs €85 or $113 USD. In it, you get 12 luxury surprises, 5 of which are full-sized items, including a full-size shampoo and conditioner, several travel-sized hair treatment products, as well as a few brushes and clips. As a long-haired girly myself, I appreciate the consideration for just how much product it takes for us to wash our hair, especially considering that this seems to be their first Advent calendar ever. But in a 12-day calendar, we ideally wouldn't be getting quite so many filler items, most of which the people who would actually be buying a hair care calendar probably already own. Usefulness, 3 out of 5. In terms of total value, this haul comes out to $176 USD, which is just enough to give it a 2 out of 5 as well. And the packaging is also middle of the road. Like Molten Brown from our last round, it's pretty and classic, but it's not something that I want to keep around for holiday decor for years to come. That will be a 3 out of 5 for a total of 8 out of 15 possible presents. Stealing first place from Drybar, which shocking. Next up is the Kitsch North Pole Advent Calendar. And listen, you know we love Kitsch on this channel. They've even sponsored us before, but they are not sponsoring this episode. And so this is all us. And we have to talk about the packaging. It's festive, fun, and definitely shelf-worthy, whether you want to display it open or closed. 5 out of 5. And you get 12 days of items for $119 USD, which doesn't seem too great until you realize they're all full size. However, while the full-size shampoo, conditioner, and hair oils are amazing, and the pillowcase is definitely a great filler item, though getting a matching set would have been better, the things that knock this down from a 4 or 5 are the travel bags that take up not 1, but 2 of the 12 limited slots. So they will be getting a 3 out of 5 for usefulness. In terms of true dollar value, you aren't really saving that much. 1 out of 5. And with a score of 9 out of 15 presents, Kitsch is currently in first place. Next up, we have the Harrods Hair and Body Advent Calendar. This retails for £99 or $131 USD for 18 items. That, get this, actually amounts to $462 worth of product. That's pretty good. 4 out of 5 presents for value. That $460 worth of goodies also includes 9 full-size items. And those items are pretty good. You get shampoo, conditioner, detangling spray, and in an ironic twist of fate, a 20-pound voucher for Drybar. Honestly, the only thing kind of meh about this one is the packaging. While cute, it does lack that festive punch that we've been searching for to put on our shelf. And it isn't an actual calendar, but a bunch of boxes within one big shiny box. 2 out of 5. This puts Harrods in the lead to win round 3. But can they hold on to that long enough to make it on to our nice list? We'll have to wait and see because we still have 2 more advent calendars to go for this round. Next up is the Oz Hair and Beauty Calendar. Though it is the most expensive calendar of the round, coming in at a respectable $159.99. Within that are a mix of 24 different hair and skin products, including just about every single spray, serum, and cream that you'd want to have in your hair care routine. And a heat-protected glove, which we love safety on this channel. However, I do have to dock it 1 point for being mainly minis. I mean, just think of the long-haired girlies. What are they gonna do?
Hi guys, I'm Max. I'm your Florida representative, Lower Alabama.
Hey, that's tough when you get long hair and you don't have that much. That's tough.
Lower Georgia representative for Wildtech in Laramie, Wyoming. So tonight I had the work on my truck. Old faithful truck. It's got over 300,000 miles for the first time and let me down last night. So, just
Just think of the long-haired girlies. What are they gonna do? The value isn't half bad either. Having over $400 worth of stuff packed into that $160 package. 4 out of 5. The only real downside is the packaging, which, while cute, isn't quite festive at all. Maybe if they gave us some of those stickers like Glass House, it'd be getting more than a 2 out of 5. Giving it a total score of 9 out of
Yeah, that would have been nice, no cap.
15 possible presents, putting it right behind Harrods. Now, I have to be honest with you. Hair is a pretty underserved category of advent calendars. And so I had to broaden my search from the typical Sephoras and Ultas of the world and look on Etsy. Turns out Etsy is a haven for handcrafted advent calendars. They have ones for crystals, capybaras, and of course, scrunchies. The Scrunchy Advent Calendar by Handmade at Hazelwood has a 5 out of 5 rating on Etsy. But how will it do against our criteria? Keeping in mind that this is a handmade item and not for some big chain retailer. Currently on Etsy, you can buy this advent calendar complete with 24 colorful scrunchies for $83.48. That comes out to around $3.50 per scrunchie. On Etsy, single scrunchies typically range between roughly $2.50 all the way up to $5, making the average price about $3.75, which gives this box a value score of 1 out of 5 presents. I know, it's not looking great for handmade gifts, but I believe our Etsy option can turn this around. Because while the exterior box may be a little basic, the hand-wrapped, individualized interior is the spirit of Christmas personified. 4 out of 5 for packaging. And you're getting while the exterior box may be a little basic, the hand-wrapped, individualized interior is the spirit of Christmas personified. 4 out of 5 for packaging. And you're getting 24 unique handmade scrunchies, which, by the way, have been proven to be the best kind of hair tie for your hair health and are
I mean, that's true.
probably enough to keep your ponytail swinging when you inevitably lose half of them by January. Well, that will be a 4 out of 5 for usefulness, which leaves our Scrunchy Advent Calendar with a respectable 9 out of 15 presents overall. A great score to be sure, but not quite enough to dethrone our winner for this round, Harrods. It will be going on our nice list, while Dry Bar will be going on the naughty list. So far, no one has been able to steal that top slot on the nice list from Cult Beauty. And with only 6 advent calendars left to go, can anyone? This is our final round, and it's all about the body yaddy yaddy. Starting off, we have an advent calendar that already claims that it is the GOAT. No, really, that's its name. Introducing the Beekman 1802 Advent Calendar, aka the GOAT. Named such because, one, they claim it's their greatest of all time.
They actually gave themselves a gold medal with a goat, so of course this is the greatest of all time.
We'll be the judge of that. And the second reason, most of their products are actually made using goat milk. And at least in terms of presentation, I just might have to agree with them. They might actually be the GOAT because those tins that hold all the products, they also double as buildings for you to build your own shiny holiday village. If I could give 100 points for packaging, I totally would. It's just that good. But it's what's inside that packaging that prevents the GOAT from living up to its name. While you do get 24 products, you only get a handful of full sizes, making this a 4 out of 5 for usefulness.
Okay.
Oh, that pistachio and cherry soap seem pretty goated to me. And in terms of value, you're only getting $460 worth of product, which I know, sounds great. But we have some pretty stiff competition today, and that actually only comes out to a 2 out of 5 for value. Sorry, goats. But with a score of 11 out of 15 presents, the GOAT may not be able to be the GOAT of our whole episode, but it could take the crown for the round. Now let's switch over to something something a little bit more affordable. Next up, we have the Neutrogena 7 Days of Skincare Advent Calendar. As the name suggests, the Neutrogena calendar comes with just 7
Alexa,
items.
what
Makeup
time is it?
wipes, a hydrating mask, a couple of moisturizers, and acne
Okay.
patches. Now, that is practical. Not exciting, but practical. It will definitely save you a trip to the store.
That's true.
4 out of 5 for usefulness. Now, the packaging is festive, but it's made of that same cheap cardboard as Elf from round 1. You know, the kind that ends up looking like Swiss
Yeah, you want more good quality, okay?
cheese by day 2.
Wait, I can't get it out.
1 out of 5. But at least technically, you are getting double your value for 7 items. This
Yeah.
gives Neutrogena a very mid score of 7 out of 15 presents. From mid to most expensive, let's talk about Cicely Paris. In this, the Year of Our Theorist 2025, they are asking you to pay $860 for one advent calendar. That is almost the price of all of our other skincare options combined. Now, this calendar does live up to its Lux price tag. There are not 1, not 2, but 4 products in here that would normally run you over $100 when purchased individually. That includes this item, which, no, I am not going to try to pronounce. Which, in a set of 4, would cost you $1,450, making a single bottle. One little bottle cost roughly $362.50. You could buy so many advent calendars for that. In total, this $860 calendar has an overall product value of $1,668.88.
Okay.
And while that is the most valuable calendar overall of the episode, relative to the price that you actually pay, it only gets a 2 out of 5 for value. And while the selection of products is varied, you're still only getting a handful of full sizes for that price, earning it a 3 for usefulness. That leaves the packaging. Now, it is very festive, but for something so luxe priced, the material is surprisingly not very luxe. Cicely Paris will be getting a 3 out of 5 for packaging, giving it a grand total of 8 out of 15 possible presents. Next up, the L'Occitane Advent Calendar is just another one of those calendars that just looks stunning, with the packaging itself forming a beautiful decoration to display on your shelf.
Look at the drawing in this. Like, is this not the most attentive to detail advent calendar?
The only downside, the perforated tabs, 4 out of 5. And the inside is a little less wow-worthy. You get $340 worth of products for just $210 USD, a score of 2 out of 5 for value. But only
Yeah.
3 of those 25 items are full-sized. And let's be real, the mini body lotion is not gonna get us very far. 3 out of 5, for a total of 9 out of 15 presents. Our second to last calendar of the day may just be the most popular of the entire episode. Every year, people go crazy trying to get
Let's find out.
their hands on this one. The Lush Advent Calendar costs $315 USD and contains 25 unique items. While the box is cute, though not very festive, hiding inside are once again those perforated tabs like Elf and Neutrogena. Not cute. 2 out of 5. As for the inside, you do get a diverse spread of items. However, many are 1 or 2 use, like the bath bombs and bubble bars. But you are getting a few holiday exclusive items and scents. Plus, you're probably gonna be squeaky clean until at least mid-January.
That's true.
Lush will be getting a 3 out of 5 for usefulness, but in terms of value, it's just not there. With only $288 worth of product against its $315 price.
Get the Freddy Fazbear Crunch menu, only at Popeyes, before he gets you. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Price tag, Lush will be our third calendar of the episode to get a value score of 0, for a total of 5 out of 15 And just like that, we're at the final advent calendar of the year, and the last chance for someone to dethrone Cult Beauty to get that top spot of our nice list. Our final contender of the episode is the 25-day advent calendar from Revolve Beauty. This skincare-focused calendar costs $150 USD and contains 25 different products, including 10 full-sized items. You know what? I'm just gonna level with you. You are actually getting a killer deal here on some of these items. For example, this calendar includes a 30 milliliter bottle of Fortuna Skin Dew Moisturizing Oil, which, when bought individually, retails for, hold on to your hair ties, $225. Considering that the entire advent calendar costs just $150 USD, that makes this a steal. And the numbers back that up. In total, if you add up the value of all of the goods inside the Revolve calendar, it comes out to a whopping $783.84, which is over 5 times the price that you are actually paying for this calendar. Not only is that an easy 5 out of 5 presents for value, this is the best value for any calendar in our entire episode. That is not even factoring in the reusable keepsake trunk that this calendar comes packaged in. It's not only pretty to put on your shelf, it's a present! 5 out of 5 for packaging. And with 25 items.
Well, that's nice.
And of which are full size, and the rest of which would be super expensive if you bought them individually. That means that Revolve is getting our very first 15 out of 15 presents for the entire episode. Yes, Revolve has a perfect score. Not only that, but it is going to go straight to the top of our nice list, while Lush is taking the final slot on the naughty list. But who is the worst? While Drybar and Victoria's Secret are currently tied for last place, only one is charging you $99, while the other wants you to pay $250. And now we all know Victoria's Secret. She is the naughtiest of them all. But hey, that's just a theory. A style theory. Keep shopping smart. Up next on Style Theory, gift sets, the backbone of the holiday gift-giving season. But are you really getting your money's worth, or are these gift sets a scam wrapped up in pretty packaging?
TikTok. Notificate Amazon Alexa. Now. Do tap bar. Profile.
Okay, hang on, guys.
Friends. Button. Girl 33. Profile. TikTok. Button. Find friends. Button. X0_1 1 Girl 33. Profile. Button. Find friends. X0_. Switch account. Love 3008.
Okay, this will be the end of the reaction. If you like the reaction,
3 million boxes will be delivered this holiday season. Some can't get there soon enough. Down roads.
make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you want us to react next. If you like the reaction, make sure to also hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload posts and go live on Dayton Dolls. Until next time, Dayton Dolls, and we are out.